What's happening, Whites Army? Listen up, you absolute legends. The energy around Elland Road is absolutely insane right now, and I've got 3 earth-shattering pieces of news that are going to have you jumping off your seats. I'm talking about stories that could completely transform our beloved Leeds United's entire future. Picture this. A striker who's been absolutely tearing it up at the U21 Euros and costs a fraction of what we're spending elsewhere. A defensive powerhouse that everyone's fighting over with a ticking clock that's about to expire. And a creative mastermind who's practically begging to reunite with someone very special at Elland Road. I can feel the electricity in the air because these aren't just random transfer rumours. These are massive moves that could define our Premier League campaign. One involves a goal machine with a bargain release clause that will make your head spin. Another is about a race against time that could see us miss out to our biggest rivals. And the third, oh man, the third one is pure emotional gold that will have you believing in football fairy tales again. The passion is absolutely flowing through my veins right now because what I'm about to reveal shows just how serious the 49ers are about making Leeds United a force to be reckoned with. If you're as obsessed with our Whites as I am, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Are you ready for some life-changing transfer news? But here's what's got me absolutely buzzing with excitement. When you hear about this Ukrainian sensation and what his agent just said about the Premier League, you're gonna lose your absolute mind. Vladislav Varnat, the Ukrainian goal machine who's been setting the U21 Euros ablaze, and Leeds United are watching his every move like hawks circling their prey. Remember that striker I was teasing you about? Well, it's none other than Dynamo Kiev's 23-year-old sensation, Vladislav Varnat. This lad has been absolutely phenomenal this season, bagging 21 goals and 9 assists in 45 games, and now our scouts are out in Slovakia watching him tear it up at the U21 Euros. Here's what's got everyone at Elland Road absolutely buzzing. Varnat has a release clause of just 17 million. That's right, 17 million. While we're throwing 32 million bids at Rodrigo Muniz and being told Nikola Kristovic will cost us 30 million, this Ukrainian powerhouse could be the bargain of the century. The lad just scored in Ukraine's 2-0 victory over Finland, showing he can perform on the big stage when it matters most. His agent is practically rolling out the red carpet for a Premier League move, claiming Varnat can play successfully in both Serie A and the Premier League. That's not just confidence, that's a man who knows his player is Premier League ready. Transfer expert Graham Bailey has confirmed that Leeds United scouts have been watching Varnat closely while he's been representing Ukraine in Slovakia. Even though they've just been knocked out by the Netherlands, this kid has shown he's got the quality to make the step up to English football. What makes this even more incredible is that Varnat fits perfectly into Daniel Farke's system. The German manager loves strikers who can drop deep, link play, and create chances for others. Exactly what Varnat has been doing for Dynamo Kiev all season long. His 9 assists prove he's not just a selfish goalscorer, but a complete forward who could unlock our entire attacking potential. The beauty of this potential signing is the timing. With Lucas and Mika already secured as backup, Varnat could come in and immediately challenge Joel Perreault for that starting striker position. Competition breeds excellence, and imagine the fire this would light under our current attackers. But wait until you hear about the defensive crisis that's about to unfold and how time is running out faster than a Calvin Phillips through ball. The pressure is absolutely mounting because we've got a massive defensive target in our crosshairs, but there's a deadline that's ticking away like a time bomb. And Aston Villa are trying to muscle in on our territory. John Lucumi, the Colombian rock at the heart of Bologna's defense who helped them beat AC Milan in the Coppa Italia fall. And he's got a release clause that expires in less than a month. Here's where things get absolutely mental, Whites fans. Lucumi has a 24 million release clause that's only active until July 15th. That's less than 4 weeks away. Bologna were originally asking for 33 million, but this release clause is our golden ticket to securing one of Serie A's most consistent centre-backs. The 26-year-old Colombian international has been a brick wall for Bologna, and with Jacob Bajol already coming through the door for 19 million pounds, imagine the defensive partnership these two could form. We're talking about a defense that could finally give us the stability we've been craving since our Premier League return. But here's what's got my blood boiling. Aston Villa, those sneaky villains, have Join the race according to multiple sources. They're trying to swoop in and steal our target right from under our noses. Galatasaray, Roma, and Bournemouth are also sniffing around, but Villa are the ones that really worry me because they've got that Champions League carrot to dangle. Daniel Farke knows exactly what he wants, and with our £150 million transfer budget, we've got the firepower to blow everyone else out of the water. But time is not on our side. Every day that passes is a day closer to that release clause expiring and the price potentially skyrocketing. What makes Lukumi so special is his Premier League readiness. He's already proven himself against top European competition with Bologna, and his leadership qualities are exactly what our young defense needs. The Colombian has captained his national team and brings that winning mentality that could transform our entire backline culture. Think about it, Lukumi and Bijol as our centre-back partnership, with both players in their prime years and hungry to prove themselves in the Premier League. That's the kind of defensive foundation that could keep us in the top flight for years to come. The chemistry between a seasoned South American defender and a rising Eastern European star could be absolutely magical. The clock is ticking, and if we don't act fast, we could lose out on a defender who could be the missing piece to our Premier League survival puzzle. But speaking of missing pieces, wait until you hear about the creative magician who's practically writing love letters to our manager. Hold on to your seats because this final bombshell is about to explode with pure emotional dynamite. We're talking about a reunion that could be written in the stars, involving a player who's already confessing his love for our gaffer, Emi Buendia, the Argentine wizard who turned Norwich City into championship champions under Daniel Farke, and he's just given what might be the most obvious come and get me plea in football history. Listen to this absolute poetry, White Army. When asked about Daniel Farke in a recent interview, Buendia said, "One of the most important coaches in my career, the most important thing he gave me as a player, he gave me the confidence to be myself, to enjoy, to feel free on the pitch. He is special for me. Special for me. Did you hear that? This isn't just respect, this is pure love for our manager." Buendia went on to praise how Farke gave him the freedom to float across all attacking areas, exactly the kind of creative license that could unlock Premier League defenses week after week. The numbers don't lie. In his last championship season under Farke, Buendia racked up 31 goal contributions and won the Championship Player of the Year award. We're talking about a player who knows exactly how to perform in Farke's system, who's already proven he can be the difference between promotion and failure. Aston Villa are reportedly willing to let him go for around £20 million, or even on loan, because he's been struggling for game time and fitness. But here's the beautiful irony. What Villa sees as damaged goods, we see as a player who just needs to be reunited with the manager who unlocked his true potential. Buendia rejected a championship move in January because he didn't want to drop down, but now that we're back in the Premier League, there's nothing stopping this fairy tale reunion from happening. Imagine Buendia pulling the strings behind Van Aert, with Lukumi marshalling our defense. That's a team that could shock the entire Premier League. The emotional connection between Buendia and Farke goes beyond just tactics. It's about trust, understanding, and mutual respect that you simply can't manufacture overnight. Buendia spoke about how Farke was there for him during the tough times, benching him when necessary and always telling him exactly what he needed to hear. This is the kind of player-manager relationship that wins championships. Buendia's versatility would be crucial for us. He can play as a traditional number 10, drift wide to create overloads, or even drop deeper to help him build up play. His championship statistics show he's at his absolute best when he has the freedom to roam, something Farke perfected during their Norwich days. The stars are aligning, the pieces are falling into place, and Daniel Farke could be about to pull off the transfer window of dreams. But here's my question for you, incredible Whites fans. If we could only sign one of these three game changers, who would you choose and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you're as excited as I am, and make sure you're subscribed because this transfer window is just getting started. MOT.